Have you noticed? Lately, every morning when you get out of bed your legs feel heavier than they used to? Walking a bit slower, legs get tired when standing too long, and climbing stairs requires holding onto the railing. If you're over 60, this feeling isn't unusual. But it's not something you have to accept. Many people think it's just age. But the truth is, sometimes your breakfast, simple and harmless as it seems, is slowly draining strength from your legs. The wrong kind of breakfast can sap your energy and deprive your muscles of nutrients, especially after a long night. On the other hand, if you choose the right foods at the right time, in just a few weeks, your legs can feel stronger and more stable again. So, is your breakfast nourishing your legs, or draining their strength? We're going to uncover that, right here in today's video. Did you know, after age 60, our bodies begin to lose muscle every year, even if we're not sick? This process is called sarcopenia. It may sound unfamiliar, but it simply means muscles gradually shrink over time, especially if we don't get the right nutrients. What's important is that morning is when muscles are most likely to lose energy. After 8 hours of sleep, the body is in a fasted, low-fuel state. If you skip breakfast or just have a cup of coffee and a pastry, where will your body get energy? That's right, it takes energy directly from your muscles. That's why your legs may feel tired, weak, and low on energy by mid-morning. We once met Mr. Walter, 72, from Florida. He used to drink only black coffee in the morning, thinking breakfast would raise his blood sugar. But during that time he often felt shaky legs while shopping and sore calves from standing too long. After adjusting, adding some protein, veggies, and a bit of whole grain in the morning, he said, "My legs felt noticeably stronger in just a week." So friend, don't let your mornings go empty. A timely, balanced breakfast helps protect the strength in your legs. You don't need a lot, just enough, and you'll feel the difference. You may not realize it, but many common breakfast habits are silently draining the strength from your legs each day. Think back to your most recent breakfast. Just a hot cup of tea or black coffee. Maybe a sweet pastry or a slice of white bread. You might think, this is light and better for my blood sugar. But actually, it's one of the fastest ways to lose muscle energy. Why? Because those foods, while convenient, lack nearly all the nutrients your muscles need. No protein, muscles have no building blocks to stay strong. No B vitamins, magnesium, or potassium, your nerves and muscles run out of fuel. High sugar spikes your insulin, then crashes, causing muscle fatigue, shaky legs, and mid-morning exhaustion. A 67-year-old woman named Martha shared, "Every morning I had toast with strawberry jam and milk tea. But just walking a few steps into the garden left my legs feeling exhausted." It wasn't until she switched to boiled eggs, a few slices of avocado, and whole grain bread that she began to feel lighter and her legs became stronger each day. The truth is, morning muscles are like a car running on empty. If you don't fuel them properly, you won't get far. Likewise, if your breakfast is all sugar and no nutrients, your legs will grow weaker without you even realizing it. The good news is you don't need a big change. Just add 1 to 2 protein and nutrient-rich items to your breakfast, and your body will thank you in just a few days. Did you know? After 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body isn't just resting, it's quietly depleting resources. Water is lost through breathing. Muscles quietly break down if they aren't refueled. Especially after age 60, the body's ability to rebuild muscle each morning is much lower. Why? Because your body absorbs protein and minerals less efficiently at this age. Natural muscle-building hormones like testosterone, GH, have also declined. So if breakfast is the same old thing, just some bread or black coffee, your muscles aren't getting the fuel they need to bounce back after the night. In truth, the right breakfast is a gentle medicine that restores strength to your legs. All it takes is a small serving of protein, like a boiled egg, Greek yogurt, or leftover grilled fish from dinner. Add some greens, a few walnuts, or a banana, and you've delivered B vitamins, potassium, and magnesium to help your muscles and nerves work smoothly again. A 71-year-old man once shared with us, "I used to think breakfast should be light. But after walking just a few steps, I'd feel tingling and weakness in my legs. Then my son switched my breakfast to include eggs, avocado, and mineral water, and after just a few days I wasn't tired when walking anymore." You don't need a fancy breakfast, just one with these three things. Easily digestible protein, B vitamins, minerals like potassium, magnesium, calcium. Combine that with enough morning hydration, and you've jump-started blood flow and leg strength from the inside out. A proper breakfast each morning, just a small one, is your first step to walking farther and steadier all day long. The secret lies in three simple, but very important food groups after age 60. First group, easy to digest protein. Your muscles are like a house that needs bricks to rebuild each day. And those bricks are protein. But at this age we can't digest heavy proteins easily. So choose easy to digest protein like boiled eggs, Greek yogurt, soft cheese, or if you're vegetarian, silken tofu is also a great option. Just a small serving, you're giving your leg muscles the fuel they need to rebuild. Second group, B vitamins, especially B1 and B12. Have you ever felt tingling, weakness, or imbalance in your legs? That could be a sign of B vitamin deficiency. Vitamin B1 helps carry signals from your brain to your muscles, keeping your steps steady. B12 protects your nerves, helping you stay balanced. You can find B1 and B12 in chicken liver, eggs, mushrooms, or whole grains. Final group, minerals. Magnesium, potassium, calcium. If you often get leg cramps at night or your legs feel tired even after walking a short distance, you might be low on these minerals. Magnesium relaxes muscles, potassium controls contraction, and calcium helps nerve-to-muscle signaling. You can get them from leafy greens, bananas, avocado, chia seeds, or add bone broth if you cook at home. Just remember these three food groups each morning, and you're giving your legs a powerful head start to carry you through the day. You don't need to be a chef or spend hours in the kitchen to have a breakfast that's good for your legs. What matters isn't how fancy or trendy your meal is, it's about having the right nutrients, easy to prepare, and tailored for those over 60. After a long night, the body is dehydrated and low on energy. Muscles need to be properly refueled. A light breakfast rich in protein, minerals, and vitamins will strengthen your legs, clear your mind, and lift your mood all day. Here are a few easy breakfast ideas you can adapt to your taste. Boiled egg plus half an avocado plus 1 cup of plain yogurt. Eggs offer easy-to-digest protein, avocado is rich in potassium and healthy fats, and yogurt aids digestion and provides calcium. Oatmeal with milk plus 1 spoon of walnuts plus flax seeds. Oats help you feel full and support heart health. Flax seeds and walnuts are rich in magnesium and omega-3s, easing joint pain and relaxing muscles. Whole grain bread plus sunny-side egg plus boiled spinach. A perfect energy-boosting breakfast for your muscles and nerves. Spinach offers magnesium, eggs are rich in B12, and whole grain bread aids metabolism. Banana smoothie with milk plus nut butter plus chia seeds. A nutrient-packed smoothie for those who prefer a lighter breakfast. Banana and chia help prevent cramps. Nut butter offers healthy fats. Soft cheese plus apple plus a handful of roasted almonds. A quick meal offering calcium, B vitamins, and magnesium, helping muscles and nerves function smoothly. Remember, it doesn't have to be fancy, just full of the right nutrients. If you keep up with a breakfast like this daily, in just 1 to 2 weeks you'll notice stronger legs, less fatigue, and better mobility, without heavy workouts or complex medication. You know, it's not just about what you eat, but eating the wrong things in the morning can quietly weaken your legs, even if you don't notice it. Many older adults start their day with white bread, sugary cereal, or a cup of black coffee on an empty stomach. These foods may be convenient, but they're a sweet trap that leave you tired and sluggish just hours later. First, white bread or refined cereal causes blood sugar to spike and crash, leading to energy slumps. When that happens, your leg muscles run low on fuel, causing tiredness, weakness, and sometimes even cramps. Second, drinking coffee on an empty stomach can irritate your stomach lining and mildly dehydrate you. Even mild dehydration can cause muscle stiffness or spasms, making your legs feel tight and uncomfortable. Third, boxed fruit juices may seem healthy but are often high in sugar and lack fiber, B vitamins, or essential minerals for muscles. They give you a false sense of fullness without truly feeding your muscles. And finally, eating salty foods in the morning like instant noodles, deli sandwiches, or fast food leads to water retention, making your legs feel heavy or slightly swollen later in the day. So what's the solution? You don't need to completely cut these out, just reduce and replace them wisely. White bread, switch to whole grain bread. Sugary cereal, try oats cooked with unsweetened milk. Coffee, drink after eating a small breakfast, add a little milk, or switch to mild ginger tea. Boxed juice, replace with fresh fruit plus yogurt or nuts. With just a few small changes each morning, you'll feel lighter, your legs will feel stronger, and you can still enjoy your breakfast routine. Have you ever noticed waking up feeling a bit dizzy, dry-mouthed, or with heavy, sluggish legs? It's not the weather. And it's not just getting older. It's a sign your body is dehydrated, after an entire night without a drop of water. Our bodies, especially after 60, lose water overnight through breathing, light sweating, and even nighttime urination. When dehydrated, blood becomes thicker, circulation slows down, and muscles, especially in the legs, struggle to get enough nutrients. You may feel your legs getting weaker, slower, or even exhausted after just a few steps in the morning. A glass of warm water in the morning is like a gentle wake-up call for your circulation, digestion, and muscles. It helps your body transport vitamins and minerals to the right places, especially your legs, which need nourishment. But here's what many miss. Older adults feel less thirsty, even though their bodies still need water, maybe even more than before. If you don't drink water proactively, you'll enter a hidden state of dehydration, feeling tired and achy without knowing why. The solution is simple. As soon as you wake up, drink a glass of warm water, 200 ml, before breakfast. Add a slice of ginger, a bit of lemon, or just plain water, as long as your day begins with inner hydration. Water isn't a supplement, but it is the delivery system for all your body's nutrition. Don't let your legs dry out first thing in the morning, just because you forgot to drink. Did you know that just a few gentle steps after breakfast can make a big difference for your legs? About 20 to 30 minutes after your morning meal, instead of sitting still or lying down, try getting up and walking slowly around your home. Just 5 to 10 minutes, around the yard, down the hallway, or even in your living room. Or if that feels like too much, you can simply stretch your legs while sitting. Roll your ankles, bend and extend your knees, flex and point your toes. This doesn't take much effort, but the benefit is huge. Gentle movement helps your blood flow better, especially to your leg muscles. That means all the vitamins and minerals you just ate actually reach where they're needed. This is the secret to making your breakfast work for your body. Eating right isn't enough if nutrients can't get to your muscles. For people over 60, these small moves also help wake up your muscle nerve pathways. They improve brain-to-leg coordination, reduce the risk of falls, and ease that heavy leg feeling in the morning. Many have said that after just 1 week of Eat Right plus Move Lightly, after breakfast, their legs felt stronger, steadier, and less tired during the day. So gyro after breakfast, don't lie down. Stand up and take a few rounds as your body's way of saying, good morning, to your legs. After everything we've shared today, you've probably realized one thing. A proper breakfast not only gives you energy for the day, it also helps nourish your leg muscles and gradually restore your strength. That's right. We can't stop time. But we can choose to care for our bodies gently in the right way. After 60, what you need isn't to eat more, just to eat smarter. You don't need fancy meals. Just start with a boiled egg, a cup of yogurt, a few slices of avocado, or a handful of walnuts. Maybe some greens or a slice of whole grain toast. Small changes like this, done every morning, are how you send love to your legs. And after just a week, you might be surprised to notice. Your legs feel less tired, climbing stairs is easier, you no longer need to hold onto the chair when getting up. There's no overnight miracle. But consistency and kindness toward yourself will bring real change. So, when you wake up, gyro. What will you eat to make your legs stronger than they were today? Just start with that first breakfast, and your legs will begin to recover in the safest way. You'll no longer feel like you're just getting older, but that you're living stronger every day.